What do you want with the old preacher?
I'm here to seek your advice.
Amazing Grace, a new movie coming out later, well, actually later this week, at the end of the week. But this morning, the song being sung in churches worldwide, it's a rallying call to end slavery. Now, let's show you here what slavery looks like today. And according to Amnesty International, it is thriving. And actually, one of the leading voices in today's fight to end slavery may surprise you. It comes from a 15-year-old Atlanta boy, and he's here with us this morning. I'm going to say good morning and welcome to Zach Hunter, who is on this campaign. Sir, thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You tell me first. People here, you're working to end slavery. They're like, wait a minute, slavery's over. What is he talking about? Explain to people just quickly what we mean now by slavery today.
All right, well, there are actually still 27 million slaves in the world today, and it can be anything from small girls working in brothels to whole families who might get into a medical debt, and you know, they weave rugs all day long. And actually, I brought with me some modern-day shackles. These is actually someone's job to make these, to put on little boys' and girls' ankles as they work all day.
Now, people might be surprised when they hear slavery. And when they hear it, they might think back to their history books, and they think about abolitionists. When they hear abolitionists, they think about Frederick Douglass or Harriet Tubman. They don't think about a 15-year-old white boy. They just don't.
Right.
Okay, so tell me, how in the world did this come to your attention, and at 15, you decided to take this up?
Well, you know, it was Black History Month, like it is now, February, and I'd been learning about Frederick Douglass and about Harriet Tubman, and I thought, man, if I had lived back then, I would have done something to help them. You know, I would have tried to end slavery and fight for equality. And then when I found out that there was still something to do, I felt like I couldn't just stand by as if I agreed with it.
Now, as you certainly know and understand, you probably have friends who may want to get involved and help you out in this cause, but not to the point that you are doing it. What is it in you? And I think I read somewhere that you said God chose you to do this. Do you think that's what it is? It's just something that's in you and not really a path you chose yourself?
I really think so. You know, I just think it's sort of something God infused in me. And, you know, I'm not ashamed to say I'm a Christian. I try not to shove that down people's throats, but I do talk about that when I go around.
Now, what are you going around doing now? How do you, I know you have a book here. You'd like people called Be the Change here, and you're on the cover, 15-year-old. Got a book here. But tell me, what are you doing? How are you trying to raise that awareness and end slavery, as you say?
Well, I go around the country speaking to pretty much anyone who will listen about this topic of slavery. You know, I've gone to music festivals, to churches, schools, even business conferences, you know. I go around and speak to basically anybody who will listen about the issue of slavery. And I try to get them to use their influence, because influence is currency. I try to get them to use their influence to help these people who are in slavery.
Now, the new movie coming out, Amazing Grace, which is actually about the British abolitionists several hundred years ago. But the movie makers actually got in touch with you, and now that had to be an honor there. They got in touch with you and wanted you to take up a cause for them.
Yeah, they launched a campaign called The Amazing Change to go along with the movie Amazing Grace about Wilberforce, who was a British abolitionist. And they just, you know, they asked me if I'd like to come on board and use my voice to help other people who are in slavery around the world. And I said, yes, definitely.
Now, that's pretty neat. I was looking at the credits for this movie, which we say, I think it opens this Friday, I believe. Right. But looking at the credits, and it's special thanks, Zach Hunter. That has to be pretty cool at 15 years old.
I've never been in the credits of a movie before, so that's pretty cool to see, you know.
Now, how are you getting other young people like yourself on board? Is it a struggle? Like you said, you don't shove anything down anybody's throat, but are you trying to get more young people involved to the point that you are?
Definitely. I think that my generation will really be a generation to change things. I'd love to see people my age written about in history books, just like Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King were. You know, I'd love to have it, this may sound cheesy, but like a peace and love almost thing, except instead of doing it without God, doing it with God.
Amazing. Well, no, not cheesy at all. It's a wonderful thing you're doing. Zach, it is a pleasure meeting you. Good luck with your work, and we hope to follow you along the path. But some great stuff you're doing. 15 years old. No kidding, folks. He's 15. And you can learn more about the modern-day slave trade, the movie, and about Zach on www.amazingchange.com. Bet.
What an amazing young man, and just what he's done at just 15 years old. Just imagine, give him another 15 years and who knows. Well.